What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. Good morning. It's about 6 in the morning. I've made several videos that I haven't posted. I have a hard time finding the time when I'm not driving. And the truth is that the background noise has increased in this truck, and as it's started to get more miles on it, and it's difficult. I know that the audio is a big deal to people, and it's a big deal to me too, but I try to get thoughts out as I'm able. Anyway, so I'm inspired this morning to make a video about why I'm choosing to take time off and live in a van, why this is a direction that I want to go. Real talk, guys. This is an escape for me. It's a way for me to escape all the crap that's been placed on us by society, by our culture, especially in the United States. I don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theorist, because I really am not at all a conspiracy theorist. But, the truth is that we are, in one way or another, all of us, slaves. We're slaves to the system that we live in. Like, human beings are meant for more. We're meant for more than to just work and toil and die. And, the way that our world, and especially the United States, is set up is for that. It is for us to just be these worker bees who work themselves to death and give all of their lives to enrich other people. And it's disgusting to me. Okay, it always has been. This is not a new revelation for me. My whole life I have done everything that I could do to work the least amount possible, or the least amount of hours possible, to have my freedom, to and it's negatively impacted some of my enjoyment, because the world punishes you for not giving up your entire life to enrich other people. And while I've heard people like not connected to me here talk about how everybody talks about this whole nomadic living thing, but then they're still just working, and so it doesn't appeal to those people. Because, and I will also be honest, that I see a lot of people doing van life content and stuff who are still working all the time. They're still, sitting in front of their computer doing their online jobs or whatever, work from home type stuff. And they're still just spending the majority of their time giving it all back to enrich other people. And while, at least a good portion of those people are enjoying their lives a lot more than they would be if they were living in a sticks and bricks, paying rents and all that kind of stuff, the fact still remains that they're still giving the majority of their life away for money. And I have, for the last 4 years, been stuck in this rut. And, really, for extended periods of time throughout my entire life, I've been stuck in this rut of just work. And yes, you get to have a little bit of fun on vacations, or on a day on the weekend, or maybe a couple of days on a weekend, but the rest of the time it's just work, sleep, eat shit, work, sleep, eat shit, rinse, repeat, and it's unfortunate, guys. And they again, not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but they, the corporations, the ultra rich, they are the ones who are profiting off of all of our hard work. And they have tricked you and tricked us into believing that if we just work really hard for those 50 years, that at the end, it's gonna be great and we're gonna get this retirement and blah, 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 blah. Bullshit, okay? Some people get that. There are some people who get that. They bust their ass for 50 years. They save and they scrimp and save and suffer for the vast majority of their life. And then the last 10, 15, 20 years, they get to live for themselves. Some people. But the majority of people, I know people right now who make money that I consider to be ridiculous amounts of money, okay? Being somebody who's never made more than $60,000 a year or so. I see people making $100,000+ a year who have not saved a penny for retirement. They piss it all away. And this is the majority of people, guys. Is that you? Like, do you make whatever you make and you have not put away a dime for retirement? Or do you put away a little bit, but then if you look at it objectively, if you really look at it objectively, are you going to have enough to really stop working and not just stop working and coast, but stop working and enjoy yourself, travel, see stuff, have fun for those last 20 years? Ask yourself this. Now, some people are really healthy and when they get up into their mid 60s, 70s, they're still able to go scuba diving and ride motorcycles and skydive or whatever, you know what I mean? But a lot of us are not. A lot of us probably will not. So be honest with yourself. If you bust your ass and waste all of the good years of your life, the best years of your life, working and busting your ass and saving to have this retirement, what guarantee do you have that when you hit 62, 65, whatever, that you're not going to have to spend all that money on health care because you're old and sick, and that you're going to be able to spend that money on the things that you always dreamed of spending it on? There's no guarantees of that, okay? And me, as somebody with type 2 diabetes, this disease makes you deteriorate over time, and I not only do most of the people in the family, the side of the family that I favor, most of them pass in their mid to late 70s, but I got a late start on retirement. So there's no way that I get to a point to where I have enough money to take care of my health and stuff when I get old and still have fun. And there's also, in my opinion, no way that at 70, 65, I'm still able to go ride motorcycles or scuba dive and travel and have, I'm not going to be able to do that stuff when I'm old. And chances are, neither will you. You will have wasted so much of your life by then that you're just going to be treading water. You're just going to be making it and maybe having a little bit of fun here and there, but not real fun. Not fun like you could have if you were 40, if you were 30, if you were 20, even if you were 50, when you're 65, 70 years old, okay? Society and our culture has brainwashed us from childhood to believe that this is the way, that this is the way that we do things, that this is the way that's good and right and correct. But it's not. I'm here to tell you it's not. And, I will still have to work, you know what I mean? But my decision has been to get rid of all those things and not pay for any of those things and put all of my money toward this time period that I'm going to take for me. Not a weekend, not a 7-day vacation, but 6 months, 8 months, a year. And then I'll come back and I'll work and save more. And provided I enjoy myself over that year or however long it ends up being, I will come back and I will work and I will save again and I will take another year. And it seems weird to people. It seems to people like because they've come up and been brainwashed into this system that tells you that you have to live this certain way, they don't understand it. And that's fine. People don't have to understand it. People don't have to think the way that I think, But this is the way I think. The government, the corporations, society has brainwashed people to give up their entire youthful, healthy life to enrich other people and giving them the illusion that at the end of all that, you're going to get this prize of being this retirement. And again, some people get it, but most of us don't. I'm going to take mine now. I'm going to take just as much of it as I can take between 50 and when I can actually draw Social Security. And if I enjoy it and if this lifestyle really does suit me like I think it's going to, then I'm going to do my best to position myself so that once I can draw Social Security, I'll be able to continue that until I can't continue it anymore. And then when I can't continue it anymore, I'm going to check out. It is what it is. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. I know this was super serious, but I was inspired to talk about it this morning. See you on the next one. Hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment below.